I don't work on the course like this.
All right, guys. There's nobody here yet, but we're live, and I'm going to go ahead and get this shared over the video so you guys get us started.
Yes. This is post-race update, episode 7 from Bristol. A lot of good information to share. Had a wonderful time. Had a cheesy hotel.
Horrible. Oh my Lord. Horrible.
Whoever booked that's fired.
There was towels.
I was not the travel agent on that job. Hold on, I'll be right back so I don't interrupt the
But just bear with us. We're going to wait on some people to jump on here.
That was a rough event. In the way of hotels, that's probably the worst one I've been.
No.
Nah, I can't say it's the worst.
But I've been personally, yeah. I don't know about y'all.
You're 17 years.
That was his third hotel.
That's kind of what I thought.
More than that.
Stayed in 3. That was the worst.
Yeah. The other two were in Pigeon Forge. Cabins.
No.
Well, that was just a horrible drive up the side of that hill to get to the cabin.
Yeah. Things Kyle says, I swear.
Make a book out of it. That's weird. So like hotcakes.
He backs it up with the work he does in the car.
Yep, we're teaching him
Like every day.
everything over
And over.
and over.
And over.
But he's learning.
Because I went the long way around. Hey, I bought don't even confuse you, so don't.
Didn't confuse me. I've just never worked on it.
Still confused you.
It did confuse me.
You don't understand.
No, he just asked for help like a normal human being does.
Well, I tried to improvise.
I would rather not ask anybody and break it.
All right, so everything's shared on Facebook. So I guess we can get started.
Might as well.
I mean, we got 3 people watching.
Yeah, better than none.
Hello,
Is everybody? Well, they'll get on our phones. That way we can, like I said, we got 7 people.
Afraid of the echo.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So where do we want to start?
I'm going to go ahead and start with getting down for practice. Practice was a good day. Traveled down that morning, got everything unloaded.
Boy, that was a line getting in. Holy moly.
Yeah, we probably spent an hour and a half just trying to get into the pit area.
No, it was longer than that.
It may have been.
So it was long enough. Of course, I didn't tell you guys this. That's why once we got into the second line. So we were in a first line, then we got in a second line. When we were in the second line, I jumped on YouTube and watched church because it was, Sunday morning. So I watched church while we were in line. And literally, I got to watch the entire service. So yeah, we were there a long time. It was one heck of a line.
I didn't get to do that. I rode with George, so I done a lot of praying in that 3 hours, so it was okay.
Tears.
Got you there, didn't break nothing.
No.
Hey, yeah, and actually, we did better as far as safely getting down there than I did coming back.
Yeah.
But we'll save that. That was
Yeah.
that was
I did want
fun.
to bring that up. When we decided we was taking your trailer, I said, hey, wheel bearings, wheels all good. Your words were, it will get us to Bristol. You were correct.
Yeah, it did get us back.
I was thinking about that the other night.
Yeah, we
Your
got
words
there.
was, it will get us to Bristol. It did.
Got there.
Yeah,
It was a trip back.
it was long. That was one long trip back. So I guess we might as well cover it now since we keep talking about it. So
Yeah.
on the way back, we stayed and watched. My wife and I, and of course my stepdad and mom were traveling with us. So we stopped. We were super late race and then headed back. I guess it was midnight or so, something like that.
Super Lakes was over. It was around 15 to 11.
Was it? So
Yeah,
by the
so-
time we went back, we had to finish getting up. We literally did not make it outside of Bristol, like not even onto the interstate before we blew the first tire on the trailer. And that was fun because the first one means you got to unload all the race car, all the pit cart. So we're sitting on the side of the road in the middle of Bristol unloading everything. By the way, this is kind of funny. Jeff Wolford, he said, because he and I were talking, and he said, "Was that you on the side of the road? If I knew it was you, I'd have stopped and helped." I'm like, well, it's nice. But yeah, so we finally got one tire changed, and yeah, we just hoped the other one no more would go. And I don't know, somewhere around Chillicothe, I blew the second one, and they were both on the same side, which I think's odd. And then we didn't blow any more on the way back. Thank goodness we had 2 spares because it took 2 spares to make it back. We got home around 3 or 3:30 Sunday morning, and then got up, went to church at like 9 o'clock Sunday morning. So we were bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
We luckily missed out on all that. We were still in Bristol. We finished the night watching the rest of the races, so
Yeah.
he was kind of on his own with that one.
Well, it wasn't on my own, but it wasn't far from.
But like you said, it made it to Bristol.
It made it to Bristol, just didn't make it home.
We got down there.
So we're looking for new tires for the trailer.
we got down there, got unloaded, got the car ready, got in tech line, and made it into the infield, ready for practice, all on schedule, everything going smoothly. Track was wonderful.
Far better than
I mean,
what we had.
Considering what was involved for the week, can't say nothing bad about the track and the preparation that went into the track. And their setup was a little lengthy because of moving the cars in and out of the track and having so many classes there. But other than that, I really don't think we can complain any about.
No, if I had one thing that I think if I were to recommend them do something different, I think it would be to spread it out. Spread the classes out, one class this week, one class the next week. Just kind of space it out and give some more time because that was I mean, bless their hearts, they took on a huge undertaking and of course when weather come in it messed everything up. They had a hard time catching up and it wasn't anything they did that was bad. It was just just the situation, the hand you were dealt. But maybe if they do this next year, they'll spread that out and not try to cram quite so much into 1 week.
Yes. We got unloaded and we practiced. Kind of I'll just let you go through what went on in practice and try to move a little quicker through this so that we ain't boring everybody for 7 straight days.
Yeah. So really,
we could draw it out a long time. So
really, we got in practice, got on track. The car was very, I don't know. It's hard to decide if it was more the engine that just had so much torque or if the car really was that loose. But right off the bat, a couple of guys got into me. Well, I don't know. I kind of came down and bumped one another, bumped me back up into another, and we messed the right front lower control arm up, bent a quarter panel up, and it was spinning out. And down there, it was a one and done. So you spin, you're done. So our little practice session got cut short. But we knew we had to make some changes.
Yes.
And that were Tuesday we came back.
Well, back up just a little bit. Yep. After practice, Brent, of course, he jumps in the truck, comes home.
Yeah.
We load everything up. Me and George were staying for the whole week. And Monday, the other part of our Integrity Motorsports crew, Dusty Williams, Joe Willman, Julie, Joel's girlfriend, they come down Monday. We enjoyed the races and just got to hang out with them for a little while Monday night. And on Tuesday morning, we went straight to the track and loaded the car. And Dusty, Joel, George jumped in there and started thrashing. Brent's on his way with parts. And Tuesday was going to be heat race and feature.
That's what the plan was.
And we heat raced.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly, but
Yeah,
And the
we
feature-
actually got the heat race, but that was somewhere around 10 o'clock
yeah,
Tuesday night.
yeah. Then we were supposed to feature race and was lined up at 1 o'clock to feature race, and curfew called us.
Yeah, they sent us back to the trailer.
Yeah.
And then I guess we should tell them how the heat race went.
Yeah.
The heat race. We completely forgot the fact that on Sunday the darn battery the battery just died, which is what caused the spin out. We didn't mention that, but we spun out. But the battery literally shorted out, cut everything on the car plumb off, which I've never seen. So Tuesday, part of the fixing was we had to switch out. We couldn't get the normal small race batteries because they're on back order. So then we had to switch out to a standard Optima. We go out for the heat race and the car was a lot better. I still wasn't quite up to par because being out of the seat for 7 years, but car was a lot better. And we made just some minor things for the feature, nothing real drastic, and then sat and shoot for an hour in the cold and dark.
Then at 1 o'clock, curfew called them. They canceled everything, moved some of the program to Wednesday, including Wednesday's program. So this time Brent has to stay with us.
Yeah, I wasn't driving back at 2 in the morning.
So the next day, Doug and Eric shows up.
Yep.
No, they were there on Tuesday.
That's right. They had to
I'm
leave
sorry.
and go back because Eric and Doug had
That's
to work. Yeah.
And so Wednesday we run the feature.
We had breakfast. We went and had breakfast, and we hadn't even hardly made it back. And then they sent a text message telling everybody you should be in the chute.
Yeah. You didn't get much warning for when it was time to get on the track.
Yeah.
You kind of had to police that yourself. So
Yeah.
it was chaotic at times, but we made it to the feature.
Yep.
Started 20th. Made every lap. Didn't have no trouble. We made the car a lot better.
Car was much better.
Finishing 12th. So we was pretty happy with that. Had the car one piece, nothing really tore up on it.
Yep.
We come back to the trailer and we thrashed to do all the mechanical things that you want to do after a race to be ready for the next one. And as Brent come back home.
Yeah, I got in the truck. I didn't do any thrashing. I got in the truck and drove home, and these guys worked hard on it.
Yeah. So after that, we got everything put back together. Got it, pretty close, ready to go. Other than grinding tires.
Yeah.
We even made some changes on our shocks where we thought we'd make the car a lot better. Got ready for Thursday. And then Thursday come and nothing happened. It rained. I mean, they canceled 9 o'clock that morning, so nothing went on its track. And, we picked back up Friday. Thursday's episode was white plumb out. No heat race, no feature. And how they had it set up is it was a week-long event. You had two features to run, and they done it by passing points to move you into the main feature on Saturday. Or if you didn't have enough passing points, you had to start an LCQ. Well, with Thursday's event being rained out, they didn't do the second feature, but we were setting about 34th in points going in, so that put us starting eighth in the LCQ on Saturday.
Which really, I felt pretty good considering how quickly we had, how far we advanced, how quickly. I don't even know how I'm trying to say it. We came a long ways in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, considering Brett's been out of the car 7 years.
7 years, 2014.
The setup at the track and the way they run things, I was pretty happy with our week. I mean,
I was too. I think we had fun. Now, granted, I think we were all wore out.
Yes. It was a long week. At the time, I know me and George, Dusty, and Joe, we spent. Dusty spent the whole week with us. Joe, he went back on Thursday. So Thursday, and but we talked, me and Dusty and George, many times, and there was times we had our heads against the fence, going, "Never do this again. This is too hard." But sitting here today, looking back, it wasn't as bad as what we thought.
Uh,
I mean, you're constantly hustling and you're moving the whole day. There's no sitting still. I know that time from the time we run our feature on Wednesday, when they called us to the shoot, to the time we get back to the trailer to even start working on the car was 6 hours. And it's just because of you got to get across the track, they lock the gate, then they don't let you back across the track till they run the next class. Yep. So we were 6 hours running one race just to get back and do work on the car.
And then they give you 10 minutes for you to get back in the chute to do it again.
Yeah. So other than, that, and how else you going to do it with, 1,300 entries. I don't know how many cars they actually had show up. So, how else you going to do it?
Yep.
It is what it is. And, definitely an event. If they do it again, I would want to be right there to do it again.
I'd do it again. So, but, I think we'd be better prepared. We've got a better idea how things would flow, and I think that would make a difference for everybody.
Well, yeah, because it was a little stressful, figuring out how I was going to get to the track. We're a quarter mile from the track. How am I going to get to the track to watch the race? And can I get back to the car? And the answer to that was simply no. Once I went to the track, went to the infield, hospitality was wonderful to track. They got me in a place, and I got to see everything. It wasn't a bad scene at all.
The bad thing was getting back and forth. It was just. But I guess Saturday I should tell them how the main turned out. So started 8th in the B main. They threw the green flag while the caution lights were on. Yeah, that was. I don't know if anybody else out there has ever had that happen, but it's like chaotic mess. So nobody knew what was going on. Half the people fired, half of them didn't. They brought us back. We did it again. Turn 1 and 2, I messed up and got in the rough and got a couple cars by me. But the car was fantastic. The car was way better than I was. The car was just absolutely, it was great. We come back around. By the time we get back to turn 1 and 2, we gained those spots back. And then coming into turn number 1, right about the time I'm passing a guy, a car spins out in front of him. Still haven't decided entirely what events happened, but nonetheless, it didn't end well. I just flat out ran over the top of the guy. Just
6 inches.
Yeah,
6 inches.
And I can't decide. I've had some say the guy turned down. You can obviously see the guy hits the brakes. He locks them up, and evidently he locks them up before I do. And in doing so, I took my right front across his left front and proceeded to put it up on 2 wheels. Looked like something right out of the Herbie movies.
Yeah. But luckily, the only thing tore up was a few bolt-on parts.
Yep.
Nothing that could be fixed.
No soreness, nothing. And the real shame of it's the car was good enough and fast enough that had that not happened, I think everybody agrees we could have easily made it in the feature. The car was just really good. It was fast. It was just a matter of circumstances. It's a racing thing. It happens.
That's right.
We had fun though. I had fun. And Saturday I was definitely comfortable in the car and feeling really good about it. So it was fun.
Yeah, it was a great event. I have to say, glad we did it. We was a part of it. Would have liked a little better outcome, but I think we all went into Saturday going, if we make it, okay. If we don't, at least we came, we tried.
I was happy we made it to Saturday.
Yeah. I was kind of excited about that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, after 7 years not being in a car, your expectations are a little low.
Yeah, well,
so.
But I want to give a shout out to Tyler Blankenship too, because that guy come down there, wheeled the car, changed motors, and fixed fan shrouds. He was at it all week long.
Yeah,
and looked really good in his car. And and that was a last minute. His deal probably come together later than our deal did. So it worked out. He done a wonderful job. So congrats to Tyler. Going down there and giving it a shot.
And we need to be sure to thank Eric and Doug Fuschenberger.
Yes.
in case you guys haven't caught on to it, we did not run our car or our engines. It was all borrowed. Eric and Doug were gracious enough to let us use their cars. And in fact, we ran their tires, and I mean, they were just they were terrific for us, and came down and worked on the car. I mean, they come down, took care of the engine for us, and helped us out on that. So I mean, it wasn't like they just loaned it to us; they were involved with us as well.
We need to thank Jeff for letting us use the 4-wheeler. That was really handy for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, that helped out a whole lot.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't thank you enough for that.
There's just so many people that involved with this. Joel and Dusty and the work on their car, man, they jumped right in and
we
helped.
honestly couldn't have did it without everybody that was involved. I mean, we had Kyle come down on Thursday. Him and my nephew Dylan, they come down on Thursday, and everybody had a part that really helped out. It just took stress off of everybody else.
And everybody just seemed to slide into a position or a spot and what needed done, and they just it was wonderful being a part of the team and just seeing the team work as a unit.
Yeah, because you hear we're from Beckley here, and Dusty's from Pennsylvania, and you got Joel from Wisconsin. So for everybody to come together, and then you got Doug and Eric from Princeton, and everybody to come together and come down there, and then we all enjoyed it. Yep. We all had a great time, and I'm sure everybody looks forward to next year if it happens again. So, and it's looking like it's going to. So,
I think it's something we'll definitely do again.
Yeah, Dusty has said that next year there will be more than one car. There'll be 2 or 3 cars. So, we're going to have to find people and help. Because I can hold that chair down. That's about all I can do. So, and I do that good.
Kyle's pretty good. Kyle learns from the best, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
So I'm just poking at Kyle. But I'm excited about it. Of course, we're planning on some bigger races throughout the year, including a kind of a similar event. We're planning to do Charlotte in the fall.
Yes, definitely.
Where we'll have multiple cars as the intention for there as well. So it's not like we're waiting a year to do something like that, but hopefully we'll be doing some multi-car action sooner.
Yeah, I would think May to June, somewhere in that neighborhood, we should have our car going, and
that's the plan.
Try to have it out on the track, and we're going to be hitting races. I mean, when Brett, when he's running the business, George is going to be driving, and we're going to be going. We're no strangers to traveling. Yeah. We'll jump in the truck and go about anywhere. So we're going to be around doing a lot of things. Dusty, he's getting his 602 late model ready right now. He'll have the modified going May-ish, I'd say. So. And then Joel's up there, he's thrashing, trying to find some partners to help him get going, and getting his stuff together. So
it's going to be kind of who knows who's going to be driving what when.
That's just it. Especially when we go to Charlotte. We're all got cars from everywhere and different divisions, different classes, and we don't know who's driving what. But if somebody's able-bodied other than Kyle, they'll probably be driving a car.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, it'll be exciting to have fun.
Yeah.
And we're going to definitely need some additional crew help for some of those shows. So.
All help's appreciated.
Yep.
I mean, these guys will tell you. I mean, I try to take care of the guys that go help us. So. Anybody wants to come and give us a hand, you're more than welcome to come.
So I guess one thing we probably ought to mention, we've talked about, we're definitely, we love doing the YouTube videos, guys. We enjoy it. We hope you enjoy it.
Yes.
But we want to get better, and we want our YouTube channel to do better and videos to be better. So we are definitely looking for anybody that has a desire to kind of be a part of the team to help take our video and be a part of it. That's the one thing.
Just follow us around.
Yeah. It in itself is quite a task. And
it's hard to play director, editor,
yeah,
play a part in it, because you catch yourself doing things that you shouldn't be catching. So yeah, definitely, if we can find somebody, just follow us around with the phone. I mean, you're probably going to be told to get out of the way.
Well,
it is what it is.
So if there's anybody interested in being a part of the team in that capacity, we definitely could use that. And so is that pretty much our update? Now, we've got a few things we need to cover besides, but that covers up Bristol,
I think it pretty much covers Bristol. Everybody stay away from Baymont by Wyndham in Johnson City, Tennessee. Stay away from that place.
Second that.
You may get a towel.
If you beg for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible experience.
Well, we live and learn.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, maybe the next time we'll just have monks in a toter or something.
Well, it's always the dream, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me see if there are any questions.
Yeah. By the way, if you got any questions, be sure to post them, and we'll put them up there and answer your questions. So we do need to cover a couple updates. Obviously, I'll be gone next week, so the team's kind of taken. We've really took a little bit of time off here after Bristol.
Yeah, we're not really taking any time off. We're going to be running the wing outlaw.
Yep, I forget about that.
Next Saturday at 304 Speedway. So,
Yep. Well, you guys aren't. I'm taking a week off. Let me back up. I'm taking a week off.
Yeah, we spent all week getting it rebuilt,
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
so
I should have videoed and didn't.
there you go. There's some more coverage that we need.
well, we've had a lot going on. I mean, I'm in the process of having surgery 13th of April. So
Yep.
we're all going to be in and out of touch.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have to try to keep you guys informed on who's
So-
doing what and what's going on.
I think the plan is once I get back, we're going to try to get back on the new car. We've got everything here to build the new chassis as far as we need. We just got to get it in process and get the new car done, which brings up the other thing. We have had quite an upset. Part of the reason we weren't sure we were going to Bristol until the last minute was because we didn't have engines. We just flat out didn't have engines. And so we've had to make a switch there. So we do have a new engine builder, and all of our stuff is going that direction. Dean, you want to tell them who it is?
What did we say?
Don't do it.
I would do it.
You may say it, I'll say.
Pro Power
It's Pro Power, yeah.
of Wisconsin. No, that's not what they're called. What is it?
It's
Race.
Pro Power Racing.
Okay, I wanted to get that right.
Pro Power Racing in Wisconsin. We're going to be running Pro Power Racing engines.
Y'all get mad when I don't say it right.
That is correct.
It is the one in Wisconsin, and we'll be actually, I guess, getting the blocks and stuff next week even while I'm gone, and all our stuff will be getting shipped there, and hopefully by the end of April, somewhere in that area, we'll have a couple engines ready.
Well, he's pretty fast, so I mean,
Maybe even sooner than
I
that.
kind of think that within a week of getting it to him, based on what he says, and
Yeah.
I think we're probably going to be waiting on car more than we are motor. So
Yeah. So we're excited about that though.
Yes.
Bill Schleeper has a lot of experience with the 390 combination we're doing as well as the 415. So I think that'll be it's a move we weren't expecting, but I think it's a good move, and I think we're perfectly happy and satisfied with
yeah,
it.
we're going to be a lot happier with that move.
So there it is. We'll be running Pro Power Racing engines. And anything else we need to really cover? We don't want to miss anything.
Nothing I know of. Just kind of want to touch on Bristol, the motor switch, and what's holding us back right now.
Yeah.
So,
And we're continuing to look for marketing partners. So we probably ought to mention, because we've talked about midgets so much in our prior videos. We've kind of put midgets on
not really on a hold. It's just kind of.
We're trying to get the modified stuff done first.
Yeah, we're not trying to go in two different paths at the same time with
Yeah.
the limited amount of people we got going on.
Yeah.
So we're just.
Yeah, it's not really that it's on hold. It just we're trying to get the modified done and get that operation fully going before we delve into the midget program. Just off the bat, I think we're still excited about doing
Yes.
midgets. I'm tickled to death. I think we can bring a lot of research and development to midgets and bring a lot to it. It's just you only have so much time, and we need to get the modified going so that we're racing, so we can do videos for you guys while we're working on other things.
Right.
And because it don't happen overnight. It takes a little bit of time, and hopefully by next year we'll have a full setup for both modifieds, midgets, and of course everything else we're doing with the wing cart and the 602 crate lathes, and
Yes.
be honest with you, by the time we get to next year, who knows what all will be getting raced.
Well, that's something else I want to mention too. Is we gave thought to going live in Bristol, but that was a big no-no down there. So we couldn't do that, and so you're going to get to see some footage that we've took, and he's going to compile a video for you. Now that it's after the fact, it's okay. So
it'll be episode 8, and we'll also I'll when we get there, I'll include a link to our B main, because I know I've got a link to that video from XR Video. I'm sure they don't care if anybody shares that link.
Right.
So we'll be sure to share their coverage of it, as well as the coverage of the different things throughout the week that we have. So anybody else got anything? Anything we need to
Come
cover?
on, George. You always got something to say. Say it to the camera.
Dude, you are sitting like straight as an arrow.
Tell all the
This
nice
is killing
people.
my back.
Is it?
Buy some chairs.
Tell all the nice people. I got
I'm sitting on some duct tape. Come on now.
Now, one thing we didn't mention, we are still looking for marketing partners.
Yeah, you did mention that.
I did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I want to make sure we
You're
cover
getting
that.
close to being bagged and breed.
I'm bagging?
Yeah, you're getting
Not
close.
just close.
Well, we're still doing that. And Joel is still,
Yeah, with Joe, we're trying to really get him going.
Joel's definitely still.
He's out there, and he's actually that Dirt Kings tour is phenomenal. I wish they had something like that here, because you have so many different engine options with weights, and that would just be a
kind of like a USMTS for late models.
sort of. So we definitely want to get him going. And Joel's not. I mean, the car he's got's not no slouch. It's a ex-Don O'Neill. And
There's a
Masterbuilt.
Masterbuilt.
And, yeah, I mean, it's not no slouch. He's got a great car. Tim McCready's guys doing his shop. So that's already. We just really got to get him motored and get him going.
Yeah.
So he's got something he's going to start off with. It's not quite what we need, but it'll get him started, make some laps. So.
Yep.
Dusty, of course, I'm sure Dusty can take all the marketing partners that he can get also, but
Everybody.
Dusty should have his 602 going. He's about got everything ready for the modified, so he's going to have 2 cars going here probably middle of May.
We're waiting on some shocks for the late model.
So we may go over there and piggyback Dusty some like with George.
Absolutely.
We'll go over there and help him try to get him going. You know, I mean, I'm be limited because of my surgery, but hopefully I don't set us back too much.
Yeah.
You know,
And so you and I've talked about it, but I think we're going to try to plan a trip to Penske Shocks.
Yes.
We've got a lot of friends at Penske, and of course with R&B Racing, we do a lot with Penske.
yes.
So we want to, we're going to try and plan a trip up to Penske and maybe get some good video from that.
Yeah.
And we had some guys ask for videos of other race shops. I've already talked to a few guys, so once we kind of get race season going, we're going to try to get into a few different shops, and that way you guys can see what other people are doing as well as what we're
Yeah,
doing.
I like going stealing secrets.
There you go.
If there's, like everybody thinks there's a magic secret out there.
Yeah. If
Ain't
it-
there, George?
Yep, that one secret.
the secret sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's out there.
Well, guys, if y'all don't have any comments or questions or thoughts, I knew there was something else I was forgetting.
Push that button right about there. Subscribe, like, all that.
Well, we need to ask you guys to do us a favor. One thing that will really help our videos get better is we need you guys to get anybody and everybody to subscribe to the channel.
yes.
YouTube limits us on what we're capable and able to do as far as our videos until we hit 1,000 subscribers. So, guys, really help us. Share it with your friends. I mean, we need 1,000 subscribers so that YouTube will unlock all the extra benefits that we get, so that we can actually make you better videos. I know it sounds crazy, but YouTube's got their policies, and so we need that. If you guys don't mind at all, please share it. Be sure to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and you keep up with us through the week and what all's going on. We done?
You
Why
done?
not?
Done?
Call it.
We're done.
Nailed it.
I was waiting on it.
Nailed it.
Guys, y'all be careful. Have a good time, and we'll be back in touch with you.
Why didn't nobody call me?
That was still recording.